Hello students, today we are going to discuss about connective tissues in organization of tissues. Connective tissues. See, the connective tissue, it is one of the most abundant and widely distributed tissue. This is most abundant and widely distributed tissue. Most abundant means that maximum amount. Abundant means maximum, or maximum of tissues that are involved in connective function. Connective function in our body. It provides structural framework. This connective tissue provide structurally framework and give support to different tissues forming organ. Support to different tissues forming organ. It prevents the organs from getting displacement by the body movement. See, very simple. This connective tissues abundant and widely distributed. Abundant means they are present in maximum amount. See, the good example, the blood is the connective tissue. Our blood is connective tissue. This blood present in maximum quantity. Yes or no? And the nerves is a connective tissue that also present in maximum amount. And bone is a connective tissue that also present in maximum amount. And lymph also present in maximum amount in our body. And then this like the present in which substance or which organ that having maximum amount. This amount of the substance may be the present in matrix substance or fabric content, like that the present. And then this substance will give structural framework and give support. That means this blood is the main responsibility. What that framework? The respiratory substance. The respiratory substance enter in our body oxygen. That oxygen each and every cells want to reach. How will reach that oxygen? The responsibility of the blood. Because of the blood only the carrying. Blood itself the present in hemoglobin pigment. That pigment is the responsibility carrying of oxygen one cell place to another place. Yes or no? So like that, every parts that are involved in some specific functions. That's the reason this called. That means connective tissue. It provides structurally framework and gives support to different tissue forming organ. The component of connective tissues. What are the component? Connective tissues means it's not a single word. This is the compound. What are that? See, the connective tissues are the intercellular substance. They are present in compound. Compound means that's a joint together will be involved in some specific functions. What that compound that present means, or where present that compound means, this compound substance that present in intercellular. Intercellular means what? Very simple. Just imagine this is the one cell and here present then one more cell. In between they are having space, or cell itself they are having some space. That is intercellular space. So which compound that filled, or which substance that present in intercellular space? Intercellular substance is now as matrix. So where present this matrix substance means this matrix substance is present in inside of the connective tissue. Where present? The intercellular of the connective tissue. Intercellular of the connective tissues are present in matrix. Connective tissues, cell and fiber. Connective tissues present in cell and next one what? Cell and fibrous. Two kinds of the cells. Other cells like the present or fiber like the present. There are two kinds of the connective tissues are present in our body. And then the connective tissues is classified. Connective tissues also in classified. What are they? Connective tissue is classified in first one connective tissue proper. This is the first one. Connective tissue proper. You are having two kinds. What are that? Hyaluron and adipose. Hyaluron and adipose. What are that? Next, hyaluron and adipose. And adipose. See, connective tissue proper present in two kinds. What are that? Hyaluron and adipose. And second one, supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissues, what are that? Cartilage. Cartilage and bone. I will explain about again one by one in briefly. Just now writing what are the types. And then third one, dense connective tissue. What are that? Tendons. And then ligament. And fluid connective tissue. Fluid connective tissue. What are the? Blood and lung. So the four kinds of the connective tissues that are present. What are the? First one, connective tissue proper. The two kinds that are present. First one, areola and adipose. Second one, support connective tissue. The supportive or support. Support you write, or otherwise you write in support. You want to write in supportive means you write, no problem. Supportive connective tissue. They are having two kinds, cartilage and bone. Dense connective tissue present in two kinds, tendons, ligament. And fourth one, fluid connective tissue present in blood and limb. See, this is the connective tissues is classification. How many types are present? 4 types. Each types are present in 2 divisions. Now you understood. And then now I will explain about one by one. Connective tissue in proper areola and adipose. Areola and adipose. I will explain about one by one. First one was connective tissue proper. Connective tissue proper. What are the kinds that are present? 2 kinds. What are that? Areola and adipose. What are the areola? And adipose. Say first one, areola. Very simple. The connective tissue, the proper consists collagen. Consists collagen, fiber, elastic fiber. Collagen, fibrous and elastic fiber and fibroblast cells. Fibroblast cells. So the areolas is composed in, or this connective tissues proper composed in collagen, fibrous elastic fiber and fibroblast cell. First one, alveolar tissue. It has cell and fiber loosely. It has cell, fiber and loosely. That means just imagine you are present. Present in fiber. Fiber means what? Thread-like one to present. This is the fiber or elongate structure. Like that present. And then loosely. Fiber loosely arranged in a semi-fluid. Semi-fluid ground substance called matrix. So, here the present and thread-like structure, this itself. That means that before that you know the connective tissues means intercellular substance want to present. Which one? That's a matrix. So, here the loosely arranged means that inside the present in matrix substance. Where present? Intercellular present in matrix substance. That is the matrix substance the present in semi-fluid. Semi-fluid. And then it take the form of fine thread containing. It take the form of fine thread. That means you see this is having a thread-like structure. That's a composed in fibrous. And the every directions having the small space called areolas. The every directions. That means now the having two words means in this direction then end of the present then areolas. This is so like the a small space that present. That is areola. It joined skin to muscles. It is joined skin to muscles. And the filled space inside organ and it's found around muscles, blood vessels and nerves. It help in refer to tissues after injury and fixes skin to underlying muscles. Fix underlying the muscles. So the areolar tissues where present means the joint skin to muscles. That means muscles that are having the three divisions. Muscles having in three divisions. So this is the joint to the muscles. So the skin joined to the muscle. The skin means the outer membrane. You already studied, you know. That is the epithelium tissues. Epithelium tissues that are having in some types. Simple and compound. Simple itself that present in squamous and then cuboid, columnar, angular, like that. And then ciliate. So the five types that are present and compound tissues that are present. That is the skin. That skin is joined to the muscle. So which is the responsibility that joining. You know that before that mentioned the connective. Connective means what? Joining. That is joining or connections. So the outer membrane is the skin means this skin want to join with muscles. Want to join with muscles with the help of the areolar tissue. This tissue is composed in collagen fibers, elastic fiber and fibroblast cell. What kind of the cells are which cells will compose the areolar tissues means you just write that. And then next adipose tissue. Adipose tissue is the aggregations of flat cell. It's a aggregation of flat cell or adipocytes. Aggregation means what? They want to deposit. They want to deposit. Here they are having a small space, but like that is not present there. The adipose means the present in cell like this. Maybe the present in like this means here want to deposit. Here want to deposit because of they are having an empty space. They are having an empty space. That empty space itself want to deposit that fat. The deposit. So which material or which substance here deposition inside of the adipose tissues means just you write fat. So where deposit that fat means adipose tissue. This adipose tissue one kind of the connective tissue in proper. This connective tissue in proper is kinds of the connective tissues. And then special or oval in shape. This one special or oval in shape. They are found in subcutaneous tissues. This where is found in means just a good example. After you eating the meat eaters the maximum. Meat eaters are the other than. You see your nose in corner side, your nose pressure means will come out in white color. Will come out in white color. That's the responsibility of the fat. That is the responsibility of the fat. That fat where deposited means the responsibility of the adipose tissue. This adipose tissues that present in this. That one you easily identified means very simple. Subcutaneous gland. See, you You see in the hair. Hair touches the present like this. This is the hair. This is hair. The remaining parts of the present in muscle itself. Yes or no? Inside of our body. This is hair. You know. This is the hair root. Hair root, you see, they are present in this like whitey color. Just you are removing one hair, the bottom of the hair you see they are present in whitey color. That's the responsibility of the fat. That fat is the stored in adipose tissue. And then the hair found in subcutaneous tissue between internal organ around the heart and kidney. This kinds of the tissues were present or were found, especially the present found in kidney and heart. Kidney and heart. The heart should absorb around the kidney and eyeball. They are regulate the body temperature by acting as insulator. Insulator function. The insulator function means what? You want to regulate the temperature. They regulate the temperature. And the next one, supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissue. See. Supportive connective tissues are present in two. What are that? Cartilage and then tendons. See, the supporting means what? Very simple. Here itself they are having an answer. You have to support. If supporting means that functions will do it actively. Here, the supportive are skeletal connective tissue. Connective tissue form the endoskeleton. Endoskeleton means, what is the Tamil name? உடல் அமைப்பின் புறச்சட்டகம். உடல் அமைப்பின் புறச்சட்டகம். புறச்சட்டகம்னா you know that எலும்பு கூடு அப்படி நம்ம சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? That is. See, the supporting or skeletal connective tissue form the endoskeleton of the vertebrate body, which protect various organs and help in locomotion. That means now one person that present. This persons want to move from here to there. You need something. The necessary they are present. So this person want to move there. See, just imagine without bone, that person is not having bone. Our bone connections is not having. Our cartilage is absent. Our limb is absent. Limb absent means the eye itself is not reached the axon. But bone is not present means that person is not possible here to there. Because of that persons want to move means with the help of the bone. That bone want to present in proper connections. Like that, here the body which protect you various organ and help in locomotion. Various organ means what? The chest itself, then under the chest inside they are having inner organs. Inner organs. What are the organs they are having? You know, they are just examples in the heart and kidney and liver like that. So that organ that present in them actively and that is not affecting anything means or external factors means they are out of the body, they are present in protective layer. The protective layers means the presence of the exoskeleton, the bone itself. நம்முடைய மார்பு பகுதியில உள்ள இருக்கக்கூடிய உள் உறுப்புகள், அந்த உள் உறுப்புகள் எல்லாம் பாதுகாப்பா இருக்கிறதுக்கு என்ன காரணம்? நம்ம ஆர்கான், நம்ம உள் உறுப்புகளை மேல்புறமாக சூழ்ந்துள்ளது, கவர்ந்துள்ளது. என்ன அப்படின்னா எலும்பு கூடு. And the supportive tissue include cartilage and bone. What are the having the two divisions? Cartilage and bone. See, the cartilage they have soft cartilage. That means they are very soft, very simple. You using in ink pen, cartilage pen, is or not? Nowadays using the name cartilage ink pen, cartilage pen. That means inside they are having like that. This itself they are filled in ink. Which color if you need means you bring that. This is the cartilage. So like that, here the cartilage itself they are filled in semi-rigid, flexible and are less vascular in nature. less vascular in nature. The matrix is composed of large category cells called the chondrocytes. Chondrocytes, that means large. Then present in like this. In case the large categories the present means that's name is chondrocytes. So chondrocytes means what? The large cartilage. These cells are present in fluid filled space known as lacunae. This, in case large cartilage is present like this inside filled in some substance, maybe that matrix substance or any other substance. That filling substance, that gap, that space is called in lacunae. Lacunae. This is lacunae. So lacunae were present, chondrocytes were present. The interior, one more questions they may be asking. Lacunae means the space, large cartilage that are filled in some space, fluid space, that space called in lacunae. The large cartilage is called in chondrocytes. And then cartilage is present in the tip of the nose. Cartilage is present in tip of the nose. That means the tip of the nose. External here. External means this. External here and end of the leg bones. End of the leg bones, trachea and larynx. It provides support and flexibility to the body parts. This is the support, flexibility. Flexibility means they are freely moving. Check to that. This is the reason. See, they are freely moving and nose is freely moving. That means because of that nose tip regions are present in supporting connective tissue cartilage. And the bone. It is a solid. The next one, bone. This is the solid. You are not broken in easily. Because of that's a very rich particles. It's not a moron. That's a hard particles. And the non-flexible skeletal connective tissue. This is not flexible. Before that, I discussed everything is flexible. Flexible means easily shading, easily moving from here to there. But bone is not broken or is not changed that shape. And the matrix of the bone is rich in calcium salt and collagen fiber, which give the bone its strength. So bone is present in more strength or the more hard. Why means because of the responsibility of the nutrient that present, that's a calcium. Calcium that present. In case the calcium deficiency means that time the related disease will affect that particular person. And the bone is the form of concentric ring called in lamellae. The bone is form of concentric ring. That means you know that meat eat. During the meat eat, that time you see the bone the present is like this. Like that the present means the top of the region. Top of the regions, then inside they are having some liquid particles. During the heating time, you give the pressure or you dipping like that, will come the out in the white color. That's why you eating. Some person is eating the favorite eat. See, this is the tip of the regions that present in this like handle ring. You know the wood tree. Wood you cutting means this is the wood. In case wood you cutting means that time you see the present in some layers. That is called in a handle ring. Like the present in the bone itself. And the bone cells present in lacunae are called in oocytes. So the oocytes means what? Bone itself the present in lacunae. This lacunae's gap. This space the present in bone itself means that is called oocytes. That is oocytes. And then they communicate with each other by a network of fine canals called canaliculi. Canaliculi. This means network. Network means they communicate with each other by a network, a fine canal called it canaliculi. The hollow cavity of space are called marrow cavity filled with bone marrow. Bone marrow already studied. Where present the joining of the bone, the presence of the two bones will join in one particular place. They are having flexibility. That flexibility responsibility of the fluid. The presence of the fluid. That's a bone marrow only. The main responsibility of the segregation is an RBC and limb and WBC. In case then aged person, then more than 50 or 60 age persons just walking from here to there. The minimum meters or minimum kilometers only they are walking. After come and saying that persons will get the joint pain. Will get the joint pain. I feel joint pain, like that telling. Why means because of that person's the joining point, the bone joining point is not present in enough of level in fluid. That fluid is not present in enough of level. That means they reduce that immunity power. The immunity power reduced means they easily affect the disease. That's the reason that well mature person or aged person easily affected in disease, because of that limb is the responsibility immunization, that immunity responsibility of the WBC. The segregation is bone marrow. அந்த தமிழ்ல சொன்னோம்னா எலும்பு மஜ்ஜைகள் அப்படினு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த எலும்பு மஜ்ஜைகள் தான் எதற்கு காரணமா இருக்கு அப்படினா நம்ம சிவப்பணுக்களும் வெள்ளையணுக்களும் உற்பத்தி செய்யறதுக்கு காரணமா இருக்கு. அதனுடைய உற்பத்தி குறைவா இருக்கும்போது தான் பெரியவங்க நடந்து போயிட்டு வந்தோம்னா அவங்க என்ன சொல்வாங்க அப்படினா எனக்கு கால் வலிக்குது, ஜாயிண்ட் மூட்டு வலிக்குது அப்படினு சொல்வாங்க. That's a reason, because of the deficiency of the fluid. And the bone support and protect soft tissue and organ. And bone support and protect soft tissue and organ. That before that I explained, the inner of the body and chest inner side the present in soft organs. That soft organs then protect in this bone. Now we understood. Let us quickly revise that today session. The connective tissues in organization of tissues. Connective tissues means what? Connection or communicate from here to there. Like then our body itself are having so many communications in between the cells and in between the muscles, like that. See, the connective tissues the present in, it is one of the most abundant. It is one of the most abundant and widely distributed in our body. இது ரொம்ப முக்கியத்துவமானது. அது மட்டும் இல்லாம அதிகமா இருக்கக்கூடியது, நம்ம உடம்புல அதிகமா இருக்கக்கூடியது, the widely distributed, எல்லா இடமும் பரவி இருக்கு. At the same time, this connective tissue is the provide structural framework and give support. And this connective tissue is the classified 4 types. Connective tissue in proper, that present in 2 kinds, areola and adiposis. Second one, supporting connective tissue, this also having the 2 kinds, cartilage and bone. Third one, dense connective tissue, that also having in 2 kinds, that is tendons and ligaments. And fourth one, fluid connective tissues, that also having the 2 kinds, lymph and blood. First one, connective tissue in proper, adipose and areola. Areola means that's a main responsibility, that is composed in the connective proper tissue in cartilage fibers or elastic fibers or electroblast cell. See, the areola and adiposis. The adiposis is the main function, the storing in fat depositations. And the areola tissues, the main responsibility, the present in thread like or fiber like, this like fiber like, and end of the fibers the present in small space, that space in lephinia. And the second one, supportive connective tissue. Supportive connective tissue means the connective tissues will give the support. The muscles they are having in perfectly means that given in support, that support getting from bone. The bone is not present means muscles is not attached there. That's the reason this is called supportive connective tissue. பஞ்சத்துல வின் பண்றோம் அப்படின்னா அவனை நம்ம மோட்டிவேட் பண்றோம், நம்ம சப்போர்ட் பண்றோம். நம்ம சப்போர்ட் ஆடியன்ஸோட சப்போர்ட் இருந்தா அவங்க வின் பண்ணிடுவாங்க, அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு தன்னம்பிக்கை வரும். Like that, here the supporting this cartilage and bone, so the muscles is attached together. And cartilage and bone, see the cartilage means like that they filled in some fluid. What that substance, that fluid means that's a matrix substance. And large cartilage the present means that is called in chondrocytes, that filled in space, that space is called in leukemia. And bone is rigid, not yet flexible. That's a non-flexible particles. This is the frame of exoskeleton. Exoskeleton means out of the body structure. Okay, thank you.